Hey you all, this is going to be another completely unedited, just kind of spontaneous video. Um, I just got home. I had a really great day with another ALT friend of mine, Erin. She's amazing. But let's just hop right into the topic, hop right into this subject line of the video. Um, Hung out downtown for the afternoon with my friend. Then I was on my way home, and there's a gym right next to my train station that I've been meaning to check out and join and start working out really heavily because I have a more predictable schedule these days, and I have time, and I really want to get in better shape. Um, I think I think I'm in decent shape as of late since moving to Japan, eating much healthier. Um, we'll get into that. Eating much healthier and going on a lot of runs to explore the area. But I think there's some pressure. I'm around a lot of like Englishmen and Europeans in general, and like people from Australia and New Zealand specifically who play a lot of like rugby or are interested in rugby, and they have like these rugby bodies and like really work out and take it really seriously. Um, and have been somewhat of an inspiration because I don't want a rugby body. Like I don't. Um, I just want to be a little bit fitter, you know. But this video is not about my like fitness goals. So I went to this gym, and it's a really cute little gym. Um, oh wow, I didn't even notice that. Okay, so it's like a gym that's on the fourth floor of this building because I'm in Tokyo, so like tall buildings everywhere. So this was like on the fourth floor, um, which isn't that high up, but uh, all the signage for the building had like all these. I don't know. It looked really diverse. They had like a black man like on a treadmill and like some blonde white bitch like blonde white woman. Wow, this sounds really awful. Um, Excuse me, I'm sorry, but like like lifting weights, and then like some like ginger man like with like a balance ball. Like it was really interesting. There's only one person of like obvious Asian descent like on there. These huge ads that are like on the building and outside like advertising for this gym. So I was thinking stupidly like, oh, it's like maybe this is a good gym to join as like a foreigner. They even had like a lot of like English on their ads. The English wasn't exactly correct standard English, but it was understandable. Um, so I was excited to join this gym, and it looked slightly cheaper than all the other gyms farther from me in an area near where I live. So I decided to walk in, and I'm taking way too long to tell this story, but I walk in, I go for a tour. The tour guy's pretty cool. The gym is fine. Like they have really nice new facilities. No one in the gym looked friendly, but like you don't really expect people to like people are just living their lives. They're working out. They're not supposed to smile at me. They're not supposed to like be sociable. Like they're there to like go work out and then leave. So um, we get through this tour. I'm really happy with what I see. I'm really happy with the price. I can understand the entire tour in Japanese, and I'm like really pleased, just like on a language level, you know. Um, and so I'm just like talking to him about like certain machines and best times to use the gym and like some of their policies, and this was all in Japanese, and I was like really feeling it. Like, yes, work, here we go. Like this is awesome. And so he gets down to like talking about what's required for membership, which is your incon, which I don't have mine near me, so I'm not gonna get up. But it is like your seal for anyone who's not in Japan. It's like a seal, usually in red ink, that has your name on it, like a little stamp. And so you need that, which I have. You need your residence card, which I have. He thought I was a student because I'm wearing like University of Pretoria shirt, but it's like, oh girl, I have all these. Cool. He said, well, you need a bank card as well. And I said, oh, yes, girl, I have this too. And then he said, like, I need a Japanese friend to sponsor me, and I need to like bring them into the gym with me and like fill out these specific forms. And to be perfectly like, I don't know, like blunt, like I guess I have a lot of Japanese acquaintances, but I wouldn't really say I have many Japanese friends. And so the only people who I would even feel remotely comfortable doing that with would be like my host family, who I'm pretty close to, my former host family, and they live in Saitama, and so it would take them hours to get here. And then my former conversation partner, who I became friends with in Florida, who lives hours away from here as well. So I have a bunch of acquaintances here in Tokyo, and the gym's down the street from my school. So I could ask a work friend, but it just seemed really uncomfortable. And I was just thinking, like, oh, who could I ask? Like, what teachers could I ask? And um, he's just like, yeah, if you can't have a Japanese friend come in with you, then we're sorry, but like, you can't have a membership at this gym. And it was really blunt and like really off-putting. And I said, okay, I'll think about this and I'll maybe return. Um, but it's just it's so frustrating sometimes. Um, with regard to like that's a really common thing with just Japanese businesses and institutions in general. Sort of needing like a native Japanese like sponsor, and on some level, I understand like maybe Tokyo could be even more prone to it because it's such an international city. There's so many people coming and going all the time, so you never know if someone's just gonna like up and leave like a situation. Which I mean, in this case, it wouldn't really even matter so much. You just kind of pay monthly, and it's like they're not investing in you so much. But maybe it affects their business somehow. But on another level, you know that it sort of stems from a very, very deep tradition of like xenophobia and soft xenophobia at that. Like, sure, in the media, in a lot of media, like Western ideals of beauty and Western images are really like glamorized or even fetishized, or just admired. You know, not to be too dramatic, but admired. But on the ground, I feel like there's like a weird soft. I mean, we're all aware of it. Anyone who lives here, there's either like soft xenophobia of just like resistance to foreigners and like commitment to treating them as completely different like beings. Um, so there's that, or there's just like I don't know. I'm rambling, and this I don't want to make this video too long, but I encountered that, and so I walked home, and I was gonna get donuts anyway, and they were gonna be like my like last minute like eating a ton of donuts before I embark on like working out, and I was gonna start working out tomorrow with my new gym membership that I planned on getting tonight, and then it just turned into like very frustrating donut purchasing. Like, I was still determined to get donuts after going to that gym, but I thought I would be happier. um, and I wouldn't say I'm sad, and I wouldn't say I'm angry, but there is sort of like a weird mix, like a very somber frustration that I have right now because I walked home and I thought, like, you know what, fuck it, like I'm just going to buy some free weights and I will work out at home and in the park, and I'll continue my runs to explore parts of Tokyo, and like that'll be great, like that will be fine. I like the goals I have set for myself, fitness wise, image wise, health wise, can all be attained without the use of a gym. I'm not trying to get built, muscular. I'm I'm trying to be healthier. I'm trying to just like tighten up my body a little bit more, and that's that. And I can do that by myself. But so I had like 1 minute of just like fuck yeah, like I'm empowered. I can just do this myself. I don't need this fucking gym. Um, I passed a rock gym that I never noticed, like a climbing gym. So maybe I'll check that out later, just for fun. But um, so I was walking down the street, like really feeling this idea and wondering where I can get these weights. And then it sort of just hit me that like you really can't exist in Japan having that sort of attitude about everything because like I've already encountered it with like getting my phone and getting my bank set up and getting my apartment. Like you need connections to a Japanese person or Japanese entity to kind of just vouch for your validity, I guess, um, or to sponsor you and or to like I don't know, to like be a co-signer. Um, and that's really frustrating when you're a grown ass man who already or a grown ass person who already, you know, uprooted everything to come to a country, navigate this world in a foreign language, really be capable of like doing so many awesome things, so many like productive, like grown up things in a tongue completely different from what you grew up speaking, and still like you're somewhat treated like a child. Like you sort of need this like supervision. Um, so I don't know. And like any Japanese friend that I have, well, with the exception of my conversation partner and like, well, exception with the people I mentioned, like my host family, my host dad, like he has a really great job. My conversation partner is like an awesome professor at university. But anyone from work, like I'm getting paid more than them, and like my income, at least for the time that I'm here, is like it's more. It's more than what they're making, but I still like need them to pay off something, like just in case. I don't know. Um, I know there are a lot of reasons for this phenomena, and I'm just kind of making a video to vent. And yeah, this is way too long, so I'm gonna end it now. Everyone have a great day. I'm honestly having a great day and a great time, and I was gonna update you about the rest of my life, which has been really hilariously entertaining. But you can check my Tumblr for that. I'll make a video about it later. Keep in touch. Peace.